Hey there, welcome to this video tutorial in which I'm going to show you how to do a 3D text with a 3D text reflection in both Illustrator and Photoshop. This is a revised edition of a video that I did previously, and I'm going to show you in this one a method that's a lot more efficient and more precise to do the 3D reflection as opposed to my last video. So let's jump right into Illustrator, hit Control N, hit OK on all the presets because we don't really need to mind that. So just go to your text tool and type in your text. I'm going to make mine all caps, and I want the text to be about 200. And all I'm going to do now is hit Control C and Control F to paste right in front. Right click on the text and transform, reflect. Have your preview selected if you want, and what I want to reflect is horizontal. That way I get the one that the text that I just copied and pasted in front, it'll flip over and reflect. Alright, so now that I have this, I want to go into my layers over here and make sure that the text is on top and the reflection is on the bottom. As you can see, I click the eye of the reflection and it's on top. So I'm just going to drag that right underneath, and there we go. Now it's on the bottom. And I like to rename my layers so that I don't get confused, and there it is. So now I just want to click and drag right over these and hit Control G to make those a group. Now that they're a group, I want to go to Effect, 3D, Extrude and Bevel, and you'll get this 3D Extrude and Bevel options box. And if it appears like this, the smaller version, just hit more options because the surface sub box is going to be important to what we're doing. And also hit the preview so you can see. The position you can manipulate however you want. Extrude and Bevel sub box also, and as I said, the surface sub box is what we're really going to be handling here. So I want to change my shading color to none, and I want to adjust my light sources. I want to make this one point toward the front of the text, and I'm going to add another one that points kind of off to this corner side, sort of. Alright, and I'm going to bump down the light intensity from 100 to 60 on this one, and in this one that's pointing toward the front, go down to 80. Now it's not super intense and it has a nice balance of grays. After that, you can hit OK. If you accidentally hit OK or close that box while you're not done, just go to your Appearance and go to 3D Extrude and Bevel. Just click on that, and there it is. So, okay. Now what you want to do is click into this group, click on the reflection text, and what you want to do now is change your opacity from 100 to 0. And this is the difference in this video than the other video, because in the other video I would copy this text twice into Photoshop and call one image and the other one reflection in separate layers. And what I would do in the reflection layer is I'd erase this part manually, and that kind of took a little bit of time, and it wasn't as precise because sometimes you couldn't see the divisions between the letters, so you didn't know exactly where to erase. So this solves that problem completely, and it's 100% precise. So now that I have this done, I click out of it, go to my canvas, and click and drag over those two, and now I hit Expand Transparency. Okay, so now that it's expanded, I hit Control C, go into Photoshop, start a new document. I'm going to make mine 600 by 400 pixels. You can work with whatever sizes you want, and I'll double click on this background layer to undo that lock, and hit OK. Go to my paint bucket tool, and my foreground is black, so I'm just going to make the canvas black, and I'm going to copy going to paste my my artwork from Illustrator into here. Hit Control V and copy it in as a smart object. Hit OK and hit Enter, and there you go. There's your first bit of artwork. Now go into Illustrator again. Hit Control Z to undo the expand appearance that we did previously. Hit on this reflective, this reflection text again, and if you recall, we made this the opacity 0, so we're just going to go ahead and bump it back up to 100 and click on the top one, click on the image and bump this one down to 0%. And so it's basically the same process as we did the first time around. Click back into your canvas and drag over that. Hit Object, Expand Appearance again, and Control C to copy it, and Control V to paste it in Photoshop as a smart object again. Alright, hit Enter, and in your layers you want to make sure that they're in the correct position. So this one that I copied second was actually supposed to be beneath this one, so I'll just drag it right under. And there you go, you have your image and your reflection. And just drag them into their proper spot. Use your arrow keys for precision if you need to. And that looks about right. Now just move them up a little bit. Alright, there's that. I want to zoom in a little bit, and in my reflection layer now, I want to add a layer mask. Go into the paint bucket tool, which is also the gradient tool, and hit the gradient tool. Make sure your background is white and your foreground is black. And here you're going to add a gradient at kind of an angle so that the fade looks like it's about the same at the same height on the reflective text, so it's not crooked like that. So there it is. Now you have your reflection done. Just simple as that. All I want to do now is go into my blending options and add a little bit of color. So I'll just go to Color Overlay, and I just want a soft light so that I can tell the 3D area from the text face. And that's it. You could add whatever color you want thereafter. So that's all I want to do. Hit OK. And so that this color also reflects in the reflection, I will just want to hit Alt and drag this effects icon over to the reflection layer. And there you have it. That's all you really need to do. And I hope this makes it a whole lot easier than the last one. It certainly has for me. And I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching my video. Please comment.